Hey everyone, happy day. Coming to you from my yoga corner in the Outer Banks, North Carolina. Wanted to say awesome job to my sister-in-law, Sarah. She is transitioning possibly to a plant-based diet to check out the health benefits and the karmic benefits and all of that. And I just want to give her an awesome high five, a virtual high five. I also want to give a virtual high five to Trisha. You are doing an awesome job as well, my friend. And just even asking these questions, asking how you can add more plant-based foods to your lifestyle, even if you're not going all the way vegan, you're helping. You're helping yourself. You're helping karma. You're helping, your karma. You're helping even the animals' karma. And you're making these changes to better your life. And that's awesome. That's like totally on the right direction. So high five to everybody. But yeah, I want to give everybody a little bit of perspective this morning. I'm talking to a friend from Africa, and I never thought that I would have friends in Africa. It's almost like Facebook provides this service that it's like having a pen pal. And I'm talking to this friend from Africa, and he's telling me how he's homeless, and he doesn't have anything. They've had serious flooding happening in Africa that we don't even know about in this country because our media is totally controlled like a lot of our minds. There's so much control and what's that word I'm looking for? Where the media is not transparent here. And I remember being in Spain, and when I lived in Spain, watching the news there was a completely different news experience than that of the United States, because they actually show you what's going on in the world, at least on Spanish television. I remember it was after 9/11, it was 2004, and the Madrid train bombings they happened while I was in Spain, the terrorist attack there, and hundreds of people died. But that was censorship. Our news was censored beyond belief at that point in time. I couldn't believe the carnage that they showed in Spain on television of the bombings in Iraq and the bombings that were happening in Afghanistan. People's body parts were flying off, and nobody had a problem watching and viewing this because it was reality. That was like truly what was happening. And here, it was so censored. I'd never seen newsreels like that. It was just a completely different experience. And so here, our news is still highly censored, and I watched a lot of world news clips before moving to a side of peace within myself. I did watch a lot of the newsreels to see what was truly happening on our planet, because they don't show you any of that here. They show you advertisements for medications, for crappy food, and everything's happy, and a couple of shootings here and there, a lot of shootings just to show negative media to people to get you to have beliefs about other stuff. So, I mean, obviously. And anyways, this is getting off track. So the guy in Africa, they've had serious flooding, and thousands of people have died from this flooding. And I knew about this flooding before this man messaged me. And he said he only has a piece of foam to sleep on. And he was just able to find his ID card, which are really, those are things that we take for granted here. Like if you're walking around without that here, it's not a big deal, but it can be a big problem in some of those countries. And I don't have anything to offer him. I don't. I guess I had my advice, and my advice was to say, there was a point in time that we lost everything too, and we understand hardship. It's not to the same extent, it's not the same circumstances by any means, but we have had hardship. And the biggest help to that was changing your attitude. Trying to find the positive. Trying to find the glimmer of light in the massive darkness that your life has become. Find that little bit of hope. And grasp onto it and hold on to it, because that little bit of hope is just that little amount of energy that can fly you anywhere that you want it to. As seen by our experience here in just 2 years, where we went from losing almost everything. We didn't have food to eat. We didn't have food in our refrigerator, and our friends came and bought us groceries because we didn't know what to do. So we've been there. Not to the same extent, like I said. I've never had to fight for my life through a drastic flood, thank goodness. But we've come to where it's been scary for our family. And so I offered him the advice to just try to stay positive, to be happy that he survived, to thank God that he has a piece of foam to sleep on, because there's someone out there, probably children too, that don't have any foam to sleep on. Try to be positive that he has his ID card now. And by grasping on to those little bitty strands of hope, you then create more positive vibration. And when you create that positive vibration, it's going to raise up your vibration to attract things of a higher vibrational frequency. And so better things will come if you stay positive. So I hope that this advice resonates with some of you today. I'm trying to keep my videos a little bit short because the long ones, I know that they're hard to listen to for some people. So I guess I could do a mixture, but I just try to stay positive. This world we're suffering, and those are the wrong words. This world that we are working through right now, it's changing. It's changing for the better, and we just have to hold on for that. And while we hold on, we need to smile. We need to be grateful for this life that we have, the breath in our lungs. And even if that's all you have, if you're grateful for that little thing, it can take you a million places. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. I wasn't feeling good this morning, but after that conversation with my friend, it made me feel a lot better to realize what I need to be grateful for. I know it sounds like I don't feel good a lot on here, but I'm still, like, if I didn't feel good before, I was down and out for days. And if I don't feel very well now, it's a lot to do with the changes that are happening physically on this planet, and the changes that I've been going through physically with my my changeover, my transition, and just, it's been a lot of stress, and that's okay, and it just makes me stronger, and I get that. But we're going surfing now. Like, I can't sit around and waste another day, and I gotta be happy. So I hope you all have a great day. Peace and love. Adios.